everyone, it's Amber, and today I'm going to be reviewing Caraval by Stephanie Garber, which I am so excited about. I finished this book last night and I just had to talk about it because it was amazing, and I just need to gush out all of my feelings about this book to you guys. Don't worry, this review is non-spoilery, so if you haven't read the book yet, you can stay for the entire time. I'm just going to be telling you guys my thoughts about this book and how it crushed my soul, basically. So if you guys don't know what this book is about, it's basically about these two sisters named Scarlett and Tella, and in their world there is an event called Caraval, which is invite only, and it's kind of like a game, and it's kind of like a carnival type of thing. You don't know once you're in the game what's real and what's not real, like what's part of the game and what's not part of the game. It's all magical and mystical. They get invited to go to Caraval. Once they get there, Tella is kidnapped, and in order to win the game you have to find Tella and then you win. And so basically it's just about Scarlett trying to get Tella back and trying to navigate through this game so that she can try to get her sister back. And throughout the whole thing you don't know what's real and what's not real, and you don't know what's part of the game and what's magic and who you can trust, and it just escalates throughout the whole entire book, and there's so many twists and turns throughout it. You think that you know what's going on, and then another twist happens and you're like, what? And then you just doubt your whole entire existence, and then another twist happens and then you just get more confused. Then you think that you got a hang of things and you know what's going on after that, and then another twist happens, and it's just like that through like the whole entire second half of this book. It is phenomenal. The writing in it is so great. I love the writing style. It was so immersive. The world was so vivid to me, and it was just so magical. Not only do the characters not know what's real and what's not real, you don't know what's real and what's not real either, so it keeps you just reading through it just so you can figure out what things are true and what things aren't, and what things are actually clues and which things aren't clues in the game. And it's just so fun to read, and you just get so addicted to the story, and you kind of are playing the game yourself, kind of trying to figure out how it's gonna all end up in the end. So I really enjoyed the characters in this book. The main character that we read from is Scarlett, and she's kind of like a goody two-shoes, very protective of her sister Tella, and she would do anything for her. She doesn't want her doing anything bad. I love to see sister relationships in books and how they develop, because sometimes I feel like in a lot of books that I've read they just kind of throw in a sibling just so that the character has a sibling, but the sibling just doesn't have any purpose. It just seems like there isn't much of a relationship between them, and in this book it was so nice to see the relationship between these two sisters. And it was relatable for me because I have a younger sister just like Scarlett does, and it's cool to read something that's really similar to something in your life. Tella, who we didn't really get to see too much of in the book, from what we did see from her as a character, she is kind of the exact opposite of Scarlett. She's all out there. She wants to do her own thing and live her own life, and she does love her sister obviously, but she's a little bit more adventurous when it comes to things and outgoing than her sister. So it's interesting to see that kind of play off each other as well, so I really love that. And then the other character in this book is Julian. He's the other main character, and I love him. Like, he is so sarcastic. He's kind of the comedic relief throughout this book. He's super funny and he's adorable, and he has so many sarcastic little comments, and I just love him so much, and he just added so much to the story for me. In this book also there is romance in it, but it's very slow, and then it escalates all at once, and then you just feel so many emotions about it. I don't want to say too much about the romance because I don't want to spoil anything, but the romance is amazing, and I just love that aspect of the book, and I like that it wasn't the main point of the book, but it still was perfectly woven in just enough so it gave you what you wanted, but it also wasn't overwhelming and taking over the entire plot of the book. It was so hard for me to stop reading this book once I started. The beginning was a tiny bit slow, but only for like a couple pages, and then you just get into the action and it's just really hard to stop reading the book because it's just so magical and so mystical, and you just want to be in the world and you really just want to figure out what's going on. And that's really what kept me reading the whole time, because I never knew what was going on, so I just wanted to like uncover the mystery. The plot twists, when I was reading it last night, literally I was saying what every 2 seconds, because the plot twists were crazy in this book. There were so many plot twists. It was so fun. It was such a fun read, and it was so fun to kind of figure out what was going on, but it was also really, really overwhelming because I didn't want anything to happen to the characters in this book, and when things started to happen, I was like, no, and then you think it's not real, and then it's like, it's just mind-blowing. Like, I'm still kind of shaken from this book. So there is going to be a second book in this series. I think it's going to be a duology, but I'm not 100% sure on that. I know that Stephanie said that it's going to be from a different character's point of view. And all I can say about the next book is I need it right now. I really, really want to learn more about the background of Caraval, and I want to learn more about their family's history and just kind of more background about the characters and the game, and Legend, who is the master of Caraval. He's the one that kind of runs everything. So I really want to learn more about him and just more about the things that went on in Caraval in this book, and just about Caraval in general, because I just need to know everything with this book. Like, I just want to know. I just want to know everything about everything. So I give this book a 5 out of 5 stars. It blew me away. It was amazing. I really wasn't expecting it to be this amazing. I'm not really into circuses. I've never read a circus themed book or any book with any sort of thing like that in it. So this was my first experience with that, and it was such a positive one. I'm not really a big fan of circus things, and I didn't think that I would enjoy any book that was set in a circus or in anything to do kind of with that vibe, but I loved this, so I might have to check out some more circusy books. So as probably predicted, I gave this 5 out of 5 stars. I absolutely loved this, and I would recommend this to literally anyone. But if you like romance, if you like sister relationships, magic, confusion, and plot twists, and just a wild, magical, unpredictable ride, then you will love this book. And I would definitely love to hear your thoughts if you've read this book. So definitely go pick up Caraval, because you are in for such an amazing, wild read. So that is basically it for this review. I hope that you guys enjoy this video, and I really hope that you guys go out and read Caraval, because I absolutely loved it, and it was just amazing, and I can't say anything else except how amazing it was. But if you like this video, please feel free to give it a thumbs up, and you can also subscribe down below if you want to see more of my videos, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!
Is this hello, or is it goodbye? Is this the low, or is this the high?